Okay then, so hello guys and welcome back to Return to Glory, episode number 11. It's a Hungarian Grand Prix. We're a little bit more on the pace this weekend, by the looks of practice, only about 8 tenths behind Jensen I think, but obviously in qualifying we are always faster than we are in qualifying than we are in practice. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's just go to qualifying, let's just get on with it. I haven't got anything else to say really. Holy Jesus, it's so wet. So let's have a look at the session. It will not dry up by the looks of that, so it might be worth getting a couple of run in the morning, and then not in the morning, early on, and then trying to get something later on in the session, because it will dry up. So it's going to be a different sort of idea. So we'll go out for an intermediate stint, see what we can do. Actually, I'm going to fast forward it and see what we can do, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so run up to line on our final lap. It is intermediate condition. We've lost a load of time through that last sector. We've lost loads of time through that last sector. We're going to end up P11, I think. P12. We lost about 4 tenths genuinely through that last sector. I don't know where that went. That's unbelievable. Oh wow, we were 1.3 seconds off Jensen. We just didn't have the pace on that lap. I don't know why. I think we were running a pretty low setup, but that's just ridiculous. So we got to hope our race pace is faster than that. We've got a lot of work to do in the race. I can tell you that already. And it's going to be a draw on that one. So actually what we do with Jensen doesn't really matter. We've lost a couple there as well. I don't want to listen to our voicemails, so let's just go ahead. What about the championship standings? Alright, we're 6 points behind Lewis, so we do need to actually make up a few points. So let's go to the race. So race strategy looks something like that. That is a beautiful strategy. Look, 24 minutes and 58 seconds, so the longer race than Silverstone last week. So let's slide the fuel down a little bit to 19 laps, and then let's go to the formation lap, which I keep getting sent off. Look, there's Sebastian Vettel all the way back here, so he didn't have a good qualifying either. Let's just overtake Jensen, shall we? I'm going to quite enjoy doing this. Come on, let's slipstream Nico Rosberg. There we go. Where's Jensen? There's Jensen. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't really care. Skip formation lap. We've got a long way to go till we actually catch up to Jensen, to be honest. So, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And then we go away for this Grand Prix. Rich me up. Got a better start than Sergio Perez. He's not had a great start. Neither has Carlos Sainz, actually. So we're going to slipstream Kimi Raikkonen along with Valtteri Bottas, actually, as well. And braking. Oh, that is awesome through there. We are going to get... Oh, we've been squeezed. All these guys started on softs. Everyone started on soft tyres. Well, we're going to get hit by Daniel Ricciardo. Could see that one just happening. So let's hope our dry weather pace is better than our wet weather. I actually think it is. For the first time, I actually think it is. Because we were so much faster in the wet in Silverstone than we were in the dry. So I guess we'll go from here. Alright, so coming on to lap 3 of this race, we have done a decent-ish lap, not as fast as I'd like. We are slipstreaming Max Verstappen down here as well, braking, loving that. So we've now made a move on Max Verstappen. Now we're going to try and catch up to Nico Rosberg, who's the next car. Hamilton and Button have absolutely bolted it down the road, to be honest. So Rosberg's running a race of his own, we're now running a race of our own. So let's just hope we can catch up to Nico Rosberg and see if we can get ourselves on the podium, because, to be honest, the only way that we're going to get any sort of points in the team here is to beat Jensen Button, so we need Hamilton and Button to keep fighting here, and us to get on the podium really, so we can keep that gap where we can sort of keep in touch with Lewis Hamilton at the top of the Drivers' Championship. The yellow flag somewhere or other, don't know where that is. Oh my god, look how close Daniel Ricciardo is. Like, he's actually touching us right now. That is unbelievable. Rosberg got away from us slightly, but I think we're keeping in touch with how far away he actually got. So we do actually really need to get away from Daniel Ricciardo here. The thing that's going to help me is the fact that because Jensen Button's so far up the road, about 6 seconds up the road now, because him and Hamilton are just slipstreaming each other for the lead, that his pit stop won't actually affect mine. That's so slow through there, come on. Whereas the likes of the Red Bulls and I think the Ferraris behind are actually going to get affected by what their teammate are doing. Why the hell am I so fucking shit through here? There's a virtual safety car. Why? Alright, so we've made that virtual safety car part work for us. Daniel Ricciardo is a little bit down the road. Rosberg's just there. So that is going to help us. So I didn't know if that virtual safety car was because of a scrap between Lewis and Jensen, but no, it's not. So we could see a British 1-2 here again. Jensen and Lewis are still fighting it out. We are still a little bit behind them. Jensen definitely seems to have the pace over us this year. I think I do still need to do a little bit of learning on this game. The Legend AI have upped themselves quite a lot since last year. I was pretty comfortable last year with you know, me. I think I was in a Ferrari on just career mode off camera, and I was like winning most races like quite comfortably. So I went to a Force India, was winning most of the races quite comfortably on that, on Legend AI, and it was like, I don't know why they've upped themselves. Obviously I think Codemasters heard from quite a lot of the YouTubers that they were quite easy, so they had to sort of go in pretty low down teams to get any sort of racing going, so that might be why. So don't, you know, blame them if you're finding it harder. I'm really struggling though here currently. I'm hoping Germany will be a better race, in fact that I think we did well there last year. But Daniel Ricciardo has caught up to us massively over the past lap or two. Look, what the fuck is that DRS pace from? Brake, turn, turn, come on. Hamilton's taking the lead from Jensen. So they are scrapping. They're actually not too far away. Well, they are quite far away from me, you know. Jesus, everyone's so good in that second and third sector, it's unreal. We are so slow through there, and I don't know why. Oh, Ricciardo is just so quick with DRS. We're now on lap 8. Our tyres are looking not particularly special. I don't know when our pit window is, to be honest. Well, it looks like lap 11, so we've got a few more laps left on these tyres, but not too long, thankfully. I just want to go on the super softs and then let this race be over, so I have no idea where we're going to finish. I'd quite like to finish on the podium, but I don't think it's going to happen, so I think 4th or 5th is where we want to be. In front of one of the Red Bulls is really where we want to be. Both of them would be preferable, but one of them is at least the minimum. We'll probably have to undercut them, though, to try and do that. We were so slow through there. Absolutely unbelievably slow. Come on, Alex, learn to drive! Look, we're going to get swallowed up by all of these people. This is just shit. Come on. We actually are struggling to drive on this race. Seriously struggling for no reason. Button's just taking the lead of the race as well, I've literally just noticed. And there is Daniel Ricciardo trying to make the move round down the inside. It's not going to happen, mate, so give up now, as he's actually vaguely pushed us wide, so that's not preferable. We are also running out of fuel slightly, not running out, but we're running low on our targets. Here we go then, here comes the overtake from Daniel Ricciardo. Anyone else trying to make a move? No, we better learn something from this noob championship. So I'll tell you what, I need to run on this Legendary for any longer. We need to learn sort of traction control, we need to learn everything. Because Daniel Ricciardo are actually banging tyres now, and sort of pushing him wide and making sure. Whoa, thanks dickhead. So Daniel Ricciardo is off wide somewhere, well somewhere. He's gone somewhere. What's our tyre wear? 52%, so we're coming in on the next lap, so that's what we're hoping to do. Yeah, that's what I've just done. I know the gap, I can see the gap behind, you stupid prick. Okay then, so we are coming up to our pit windowed lap. There is now a group of 4 behind us. Nico Rosberg has got away from us about nearly about 8 seconds down the road. He's now closer to Lewis and Jensen, which I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think he's actually vaguely catching them. So I think that's what's happening up the road. Ricciardo won't fuck off. Neither will Verstappen. I think it's Raikkonen and Hulkenberg in that sort of train as well. It's either Hulkenberg or Perez. I'm just hoping we can fend them off for the rest of this race, because that's what we've been doing for the entirety of it at this rate. So coming into the pits now on this lap, we're just going to slide it down into lane. We are going to get the undercut on at least a couple of cars. One of them being the Red Bull and Max Verstappen. There's Danny Kvyat who's coming, who's the other one in that group. So, by the looks of it, yeah, Kimi Raikkonen has carried on. So there's no one directly behind us. So that's a little bit interesting. So there's the Red Bull going in. We need a decent stop, because else we're not going to get out ahead of this guy. No, we're not. There's team. That is an absolute... Whoa, we've lost both positions. Thank you for that. Fuck off then. Now we need to overtake both of these cars. You silly prick. Like seriously, you just oh, whatever. Now, we're never going to get ahead of Verstappen now, are we? It's Ricciardo in it. We're never ever going to do that. We need to try and get ahead of Danny Kvyat though, because that is our only way of getting ahead of one of the Red Bulls, is to do that. And we need to do it quickly, so then Danny Ricciardo doesn't get away. I'm cutting that corner massively. Dive him! We've gone for it. We've made it. Danny Ricciardo's out of this race. Oh no, what have we done? What actually happened? So we've dive bombed in completely. I think that's a brilliant move, you know, and Kvyat's just turned into us completely. He hasn't seen us and turned in, and I would like to say that I'm sorry about that, but I'm just not. So, oh bloody hell, these tyres are so cold. Light rain within 10 minutes. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, there's Verstappen, there's Kimi Räikkönen. We're going to go round the outside, badly round the outside as it turns out. We are going to try and slipstream him down here. Is Dan Ricciardo, has he got DRS? He has got DRS. Wow, so that's not going to help us. Dive him. And we have made that diving move. We have made that diving move. Wow, so we are now in 5th position. We are going to try and catch up to Daniel Ricciardo, but it's not going to happen. They say light rain in 10 minutes. We're not going to get that rain, I don't think. We've got 5 laps left and a lap time of under a minute and a half. So it's just not going to happen, is it? So, oh well, that's a shame. But, you know. So Lewis Hamilton's lap was a 1:21 something. We've done a 1:23 something. So that shows our actual pace. Although, mind you, we did dive bomb Daniel Ricciardo. Not Daniel Ricciardo. Kimi Räikkönen. Let's try and get these names right. But we're just going to have to do a lot of defending now to the end of this race, because that's the only way I can see us getting anything out of this, to be honest, because we're not fast and down. We're not particularly fast around this track. I don't know why. I just can't seem to get the power down, which is a little bit irritating, but, you know, oh well. We'll just defend and claim this 5th place, because it will make the team happy. Kimi Räikkönen's looking for him. He's down the inside, and What are you doing, son? Seriously, my phone is going fucking apeshit for no reason. So let's look on Kimi Räikkönen's POV. He's made the move. He's not there though, is he? He's just not. But you're just not there though, son, are you? You know that. But why are you doing this then? So we're going to get right out of the way of him, just then he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. And there we go. Move, you know, injury avoided. Not injury, but you know what I mean. We've avoided any shit contact. So we've got 3.5 laps to go. So let's power through these 3.5 laps as quickly as I physically can. And there's Kimi Räikkönen coming for the move. He's down the inside. Or round the outside, depending on whichever way you want to look at it. And we'll defend him again. So now we'll go around again. We've still got 3 laps or 2.5, you know what I mean. So let's, yeah, I'm going to shut up and just go on with this. You don't want to see this, it's just me defending the entire time, so I'm just going to move on to the end, I think. Oh my god, Kimi Räikkönen was there, and now there's been a crash. Oh god. What happened? It's every lap Kimi Räikkönen is going for me, so he's down the inside. We've squeezed him a little bit, Barrichello and Michael Schumacher-esque. We've out-braked him and then sort of cut across quite aggressively actually, and yeah, there's been a smash and... Green flag though. I was expecting a virtual safety car, at least the fact that we have actually caused a barricade. We actually have caused a barricade. Valtteri Bottas is out of this race. Is that going to bring out a safety car? Safety car definitely on this bloody race. Alright, no, Valtteri Bottas is still parked up. He's out of this race. I'd have gone over to make sure the safety cars didn't actually have accidentally taken it off. Kevin Magnussen is now out of this race. So what on earth is going on back there then? So we need to flick forward right to the back. So there's, no, might need to move a little bit more forwards than that. So there's some debris, obviously. Goff, Räikkönen's still there, and then, wow, so the Sauber's just completely taken a very, very stagnant Kevin Magnussen out. Wow, so that's what's happened there. Kimi Raikkonen's still there as well. So I'm actually really surprised that hasn't brought out a safety car, you know? The fact that there is 2 retirements in the same place. But no, it hasn't. So we are now down to 19 runners after I vaguely took Danny Kvyat out. All of these issues have been caused by me, so I apologise for that. Well, actually, no, I don't really. We're coming on to the last lap of the race. It's gotten very, very dark in the sky, so that's a little bit worrying. Alright, now I definitely want to get this over and done with quickly, because I've just got a pizza. Yeah, pizza time. Alright, let's go. Oh, great place to pause it, Alex. Like, seriously, you couldn't have picked a worse point, could you? What the flying jippo? Come on then, well done. Yeah, I definitely want to get this over and done with. So I'm hungry as fuck right now. And will that break Max Verstappen round here? Yeah, of course we will. We'll just run a little bit wide, but oh god, no, come on! Power! Here we are then, coming across the line to finish the Hungarian Grand Prix in P5. Team are happy, so I'm happy. That is exactly what we wanted. P5, so pulled through apparently, but Jenson Button, I do believe, won the Grand Prix. As far as I'm aware, yeah, there we go. Jenson Button won the Grand Prix, so I think we've got an even amount of wins each. So yeah, amazing Grand Prix. We moved up from 12th position on the grid, Max Verstappen down. Rio Haryanto and Pascal Wehrlein got points from Anna, absolutely amazing for them. Not a great day for Ferrari. Vettel in 16th after finishing 30th after qualifying 30th. Kimi Raikkonen was P18. Magnussen, Bottas and Kvyat out of this race. Any other surprises? No, not really. Force India are actually doing pretty well actually at the moment. So we are still in second place, 14 points behind Lewis Hamilton. It's actually raining in the background. I've just seen Jenson Button is 13 points behind us, so he's pretty close. Rosberg's pretty close as well, so it's all still fairly tight. I didn't actually look at the constructors. I think Mercedes gained a little bit more out of us, but I'm not 100% sure. There's 1,052 points, so yeah, we can nearly afford. Oh god, yeah, but the team are only vaguely happy with us at the moment, so we can nearly, but not quite afford a downforce. So we're going to save up for that, and then we'll save up for a drag, and then we'll save up for a fuel efficiency. So that will be the end of Season 2 by then, or the R&D of Season 2. So Constructors looks like, no, not leaderboards, Constructors standings are 11 points, so I think it stayed about the same. So yeah, so it's pretty close. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was Kimi Raikkonen and the start, obviously. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe if you're new and all that sort of stuff. I hope you're enjoying the new championship. I mean, I don't know how much of it's left now, to be honest. But I hope you're enjoying it. It's pretty fun to make. I'm quite enjoying it, to be honest. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.